Okay, got a bit of a couple little spots, a little bit here too, and one little spot here. This one should just texture just fine, but these I need to float a little bit of mud, so I got a tiny bit of mud powder. Mix up. It's 2 parts powder, 1 part water. Nice and easy deal. In theory. Hope you'll pardon my sniffles throughout this video. I was wrestling with a small cold. Here it goes. A little water. A little more than that, but there we go. So half as much water as powder. It's a little easier to mix with a smaller spatula. I couldn't find mine, so I'm just trying to get things done. What works good for a small spatula, if you need one, is a switch plate cover. In a pinch, you could take one from behind the refrigerator, the outlet cover. The flat edge can work good for a smaller spatula if you need it, and you could just clean it off when you're done and dry it off real good before putting it back on. Dry it, let it dry completely, and then put it back on. Or you could take it from somewhere more convenient to get to, but you get the idea. So just a flat edge, even a strong piece of cardboard will work good, or something laminated can work good in a pinch. So this one was extra easy because everything was lower than the surface of the wall. So if you had things that were sticking up higher, you'd either have to scrape them off or cut out a section and patch it first. This one, no patching was needed, as all of the indentation, again, was lower than the surface of the wall. So it made this one pretty easier than normal repair. But if something was sticking up higher, sometimes you can knock it down. I like to use the back end of my screwdriver like a little billy club. Sometimes I can use that to knock something deeper in the wall so that I can patch it, like you see here. And sometimes you'll need to cut something out, so it just depends what you got going on. Whatever it takes, right? I got a few little tiny holes to spackle. This will work good for that. One more tiny one right there. And this will just let it dry, and then I'll come back with a wet rag, smooth it all out, and that'll finish it off. I may float over that other spot that we saw. Just a little to make sure on the edges. And then I'll wipe it in with the wet rag once it's all dry. It's going to work good. And we'll texture it, and I'll do that. Okay, get a rag or towel wet and just take off a little bit of the excess of this. Anything that will cause it to not blend in well. Lines. Doing it this way means we're not creating a bunch of dust. Both we don't have to breathe that in, and also it doesn't make a mess. So it's just a nice, easy way to do this.
Same with over here.
Much better than sandpaper, in my opinion. I don't want to breathe all that dust in. Just got to go nice and light here. We don't want to take off too much material. We just want to,
This way it'd be nice and even.
take off a little around the edges. And we don't want to create a ditch in our new patch. We just want to, you know, float in the edges.
And we'll be ready for our texture. All right. Texture, I just set it outside in the sun. And I should get it ready. You can either put it under some hot water or put it out in the sun.
Lord willing, I'll be making a video on this ceiling fan pretty soon. It was clicking when it would start up and when it would shut off. I'll show you how to fix that up. It's an upcoming video. Be on the lookout for that,
Shake it up.
if you like.
Get ready. I'll rotate the dial to about the middle. Peel off this part. And shake it up so the ball goes freely.
Texture can make quite the mess, so you may want to take more precautions than I've taken here. You know,
Not a
some
whole lot here, so
drop
should be
cloths
pretty
or
easy.
more cardboard. And spare you some cleanup work. It's some messy stuff.
Okay. There we go. I think I'm gonna have to wipe off a bit of this and start over. It's pretty rough on the first part. On this right here.
The nice thing about it is it's fairly easy to work with. If you don't like how it came out in a certain spot,
No
you can
problem.
just wipe it off and try again. If it's still wet. If not, you may need to float another coat of mud over it, often with a bigger drywall knife, and then texture it in again.
That'll work. Should blend in good. Let it dry for a minute and then we'll knock it down. Okay. So, just been a minute. I might put a little more texture on that center part.
And the trick with knocking down the texture is just don't think about it too much. Keep the knife parallel with the wall, you know, so it's 90 degrees opposed to the wall, and just knock it down. Just get in there and get it done. You might have to wipe off the knife every once in a while if it gets built up too much, but other than that, just get in there and get it done. If you don't like how something came out, you can always add a little more texture and do it again.
There we go.
That's kind of my trick, is just get in there and don't mess around and
Only spot I wasn't completely happy with was over here.
pretend like I don't have enough
In
time.
the center there.
Like I just have to get it done, which is, I usually don't have to pretend. I just gotta get it done.
Don't want to cooperate.
The texture definitely cooperates a bit better if you wait for about 1 minute before knocking it down. If you try to knock it down too early, then it doesn't cooperate so much.
Work.
Sorry about the poor angle there, being out of the shot, but a little bit of technical difficulties.
Okay. let that dry in, and that'll be that. Should work good. Alright. This has had enough time to dry. Got my texture going, and paint it in. If you want a better chance for it to blend in well, it's a good idea to prime it. Time, or just seems like I really have enough time for it. But we're just making it better than it was, so already looking much better. Working out the deal. And if there's anything else we need to scrape up afterwards, we can do that as well. Making it better. I think that'll work. There we go. Yes, I'll go ahead and just kind of take it to this edge just to give it a better chance to blend in. Yeah, that'll work. And feather it out a little. You're gonna work it. All right. For our spots here. Should work good. Definitely be better than what it was. The rough spots is able to take down just with the brush. Yeah, that's great. Nice and textured. I don't think anyone will ever notice that. It's a done deal. This paint has a little bit of a paint additive added to it to make it smell better too, so that doesn't come through on the camera. It's a little nicer to work with. So, for that. There we go. Nice and easy. I'll let that dry in. Should work out good. Okay, check it out. Check it out. It's all dried in. It's still drying, but I just want to make sure, just in case I forget to film it. Look at that. Yep. That's it. Drying in. Nice and textured. No more, no, I'll never know.
Except for us.